Welcome to my YouTube channel. Let me begin writing something so you will know that I am here. And today we're going to work with the distributive property. The distributive property. All that means is that that when you're doing multiplication, that the number being multiplied, it goes into every element of the parentheses. For example, if you have a number 5 and then you're multiplying it by 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. So if you have that, what this means is that 5 distributes. Let me get a different color pen so that I can show you what I mean. So when you're looking at this, basically it means that the 2 will get a 5, so will the 3, so will the 4, and so will the 5. So let's do one example of the distributive. And parentheses always mean multiplications. You get 5 times 2, so let's write it as 5 times 2. And bring down your plus. And then you have 5 times 3. And then bring down your plus. And then you have 5 times 4. And then you bring down your plus. And that's 5 times 5. And then you bring down your plus. Oh, no. I'm sorry. There's no other plus. Okay? And always, let me get a different pen. Get into the habit of saving your additions for the end. Always do your multiplications before you do any additions. So we have 1 multiplication, 2 multiplications, 3 multiplications, 4 multiplications. So basically we can bring down our pluses just so that we won't make any mistakes. And then we do our multiplications. 5 times 2, 10. 5 times 3, 15. 5 times 4, 20. 5 times 5, 25. Okay, now it doesn't matter in what order you add them. This is quite simple. This is 25. And bring down a plus. And then this here is 45. And then your final answer, it is 70. You might be asking, why go through all that hassle if we can simply just add what's in here and then multiply by 5? For instance, if we do that, we would have the 5 outside, and then we add what's inside the parentheses. 2 plus 3 is 5, and 4 plus 5 is 9. And then we get, what is that? 2 plus 3, 5 plus 9. And then we get 5 times 14. Okay, so now we do that the old school way. We get what is it? 14 times 5. And then 5 times 4, that's 20. Carry your 2. 5 times 1, 5 plus 2, 20. No, 70. 70. So see, this was a quicker method to get at the end result. But let me show you an instance that could occur. Okay. So let me get a black pen again. What if we have something where you can't add the values? For example, something like 5 times x plus y plus z. if you have something like that, then you're forced to do the distributive property, because x, y, and z are what is called unlike terms. Unlike terms, because they're different, you can't combine them. Let me give you a quick example of what like terms would be. Let's say you have 5, and then you have something like 1x plus 2x plus another x. So basically, right there, the x has a coefficient of 1, this x has a coefficient of 2, and this x has a coefficient of 1. It's an explicit one, but it is a 1. But they're all x's. So that means that these are like terms. And the easiest way to do this is to combine the like terms. So you have 1x plus 2x, 3x plus x, 4x. And you get your final answer, which is 20x. But in the case of unlike terms, you do have to distribute. So you have 5x plus y plus z. So each terms are separated by a plus or a minus sign. So each term gets a 5. So you get 5x plus 5y plus 5z. And this is one instance where you would use a distributive property.